January 8th marked Toronto's first Citizens' Assembly meeting of 2007. Two of the featured public presenters were Terry Downey and Linda Shepherd.
Well, I've been a member of an organization called Fair Vote Canada for about 6 years. And Fair Vote Canada is a sort of multi-partisan citizens campaign lobbying to change the voting system. We do need to change the system, and when we change it, that the best choice will be a voting system based on proportional representation. Among the reasons that women don't come forward more often to run is that the current structure of the voting system is set up to privilege men.
Linda offers her own solutions on ways to increase the number of women in Ontario's legislature.
In my opinion, to make all this work well, we need to have as many seats in our legislatures as possible. The larger number of seats that you're dealing with, it increases the proportionality. It increases your flexibility in terms of, if we're talking about a mixed member system here, it increases your flexibility in terms of getting a nice split between the riding seats and the list seats. And the more list seats you have means that the bigger district magnitude you can have.
How are you planning to market to get more delegates, so you get more candidates to come up through the ranks and then eventually increase the number of women in the House?
If we had a system that facilitated the election of more women and made it easier for them to get nominated and in fact had a system with lists, as I said in my presentation, I think that you would find that it would be easier to convince people to come out and get involved and to run. I'm fully convinced of that.
My name is Terry Downey, and I'm a native Nova Scotian. I've lived here in Ontario for the past 18 years.
Downey expressed what she believes to be the challenges facing women and visible minorities in Ontario politics.
Women like to work together, and they do not like the behaviors of the parliaments that deal and treat women like they treat Belinda Stronach and others. And when you start to get rid of all that crap, women will run.
Well, right now, they're not given very much support, the ones who actually are involved in a political party, right, to want to run. And there's not a whole lot of, in my view, outreach.
There's a lot of work involved in mounting a campaign and building and letting people know that you want to represent them. And right now, there are so many things that hold people of color and Aboriginal people and persons with disabilities and women back from actually even being involved in a party right now and running.
When asked if she would one day run, Terry Downey had this to say.
You know, many a times I've been asked to run. I feel like I'm qualified and educated to run in terms of knowing how the political system works. But, you know, as a woman with, still one teenage child to raise, and also living in a community where most folks probably don't even know me and now vote because, well, the Liberals brought me over to this country and that's who I'm going to support. What kind of chance would I have as a black woman getting elected in, well, York South-Weston? So I say not right now, not right now.
The two women offered their final thoughts about their message to the Assembly members.
My feeling is that if we change the voting system and make it more open to and make it more beneficial to parties to actually nominate more women, then we can, that's the first step, and then we can start working on some of the other factors that stop women from running, which is, you know, the more traditional things that people talk about: lack of campaign finances, lack of support from party organizations, that kind of thing.
I hope that the members of the Citizens' Assembly would hear my concern and my plea to make recommendations to put forward a system that they would recommend that is going to be more fair and equitable and inclusive.